Welcome to the continued Spotlight on Education presented by Neosho County Community College. I'm your host, Huntyr Schwegman, and I'd like to thank you for tuning in today as we put a spotlight on the news, upcoming events, and academic programs at NCCC. First up on today's episode, I'm joined here by the instructor for both the Aircraft Sheet Metal Assembly program as well as the Maintenance Technology program, Mark Donaldson. Mark, how's it going today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing fine. Thanks for asking. I've done about 40 episodes now, and you're the second person only to ask me that. Ask me back. But anyway, before we get started talking about the programs that you teach in, just give us a little bit of background on yourself and talk a little bit about your experience in the field of maintenance and things like that.
I was born and raised here in Chanute, Kansas. In the 90s, I moved to Wichita and worked for Raytheon Aircraft for about 10 years in the aircraft industry. I was a sheet metal mechanic there. Then I moved back. I eventually got laid off when 9/11 happened. Ended up coming back to Chanute. Got a job for the hospital working in maintenance, and I worked there for probably about 5 to 6 years.
Yeah, you kind of mentioned some experience there in both fields that you teach now here at Neosho County, but what kind of led you here to the college and teaching, and how long have you been here at Neosho County Community College?
I'm going on my 5th year here at the college. What led me into it was the opening for the aircraft sheet metal class. They was needing an instructor. I actually was out of the industry for many years. Didn't really think I'd ever use it again, but then this opened up, and I thought I'd enjoy doing it, and so far I have.
So let's focus in now a little bit on the Aircraft Sheet Metal Assembly program. Can you kind of give us a rundown of what this program entails? What are some of the classes that students might be taking? And what certification or degree are students working towards after graduation?
The Aircraft Sheet Metal class is a 16 credit hour class. It's one of the shorter classes we offer out here. It's a 1-year program. We work with Horizon here in town that if you take the class and also do an internship with them at the same time, and you complete both of them, you're guaranteed a job at Horizon starting out, I believe $2 more an hour than just someone off the street there. So it's a pretty good program. Some of the things that we teach in the aircraft sheet metal class is precision instruments. We go over blueprint reading. We do basic drilling and riveting. We do, of course, aerostructures assembly. We do introduction to sealing and some adhesive bonding.
I know you mentioned the partnership with Horizon and the whole internship program with them, but what are some of the other things that make the Aircraft Sheet Metal Assembly program special at Neosho County? Why should somebody go through this program as opposed to going to another college or going straight into the workforce?
I feel like one of the pluses about this program is that it's it's a 1-year program. It gets you ready to get right into the workforce, gets you a good job starting out, a good wage. Most of your aircraft factories are climate controlled. It's very clean environments. So it's really good work conditions usually.
So for someone who might be interested in the field of aerostructures, this is clearly a good jumping off point for them. So what are some career fields that students might end up in, or what are some of the jobs that they might take on after graduation?
So in aircraft sheet metal assembly, there's not a certain path that you necessarily have to take. We teach you the basics of aircraft sheet metal to kind of get your foot in the door. Then when you're in there, most of the places will train you more on different things that they do in that factory.
For students looking to enroll in the program, are there any specific application requirements? Do they have to start in the fall, or can they start in the spring semester? What's kind of the process for getting into this program?
You can start anytime you want. You can start in the spring or the fall. There's really no specific thing you have to do to get in. So one of the main things, you have to be 18 to do the internship for Horizon.
Obviously, through this partnership with Horizon, you guys are keeping a pulse on what's going on in the current aerospace industry. But what are maybe some of the other steps that you guys take to make sure that the classes are effective and up to date?
So out here at the Mitchell Career Tech Center, all of our programs out here have advisory meetings twice a year. That's when all the industries will come out and we'll have a meeting and discuss what their needs are, what they're looking for in employees. And we kind of, mold our classes kind of around what the industry is looking for.
And then looking ahead to the future, what does the future of the aircraft sheet metal assembly program look like to you?
I think the program's future looks bright. Like I said, we're working with Horizon now. This is the first year this year that we've worked with them on this internship program, and it's going really well. We got a lot of interest in it, and enrollment was up on it, and I believe that enrollment will continue to rise.
Enrollment for summer and fall classes is now open at Neosho County Community College. Choose from over 40 programs like aircraft sheet metal assembly, nursing, automotive technology, occupational therapy assistant, surgical technology, welding, and many more. Whether you're looking to earn an associate's degree or break into a new career field with a certificate, NCCC offers something for everyone. Email advising@neosho.edu to start your academic journey at Neosho County Community College today. Now we'll go ahead and switch gears and talk about the other program that you teach in. So give us a little bit of a overarching rundown of now the maintenance technology program.
The maintenance program. So it's a 2-year program, and it is 45 credit hours. In this program, we're going to teach the students and prepare them for a career in the maintenance field. They have to install, maintain, and ensure that all machines and everything that they work on function properly and efficiently.
So when you say providing maintenance for like machines and things, what kind of equipment are you talking about, or like what kind of systems of equipment are you speaking of?
So that would be more in the industrial maintenance field. We cover both of that in this class. We go over industrial and kind of the commercial setting. Factories, like your cement plants, stuff like that have the bigger motors, PLCs, things like that the students will learn how to work on. And then your commercial, we kind of go over your basic plumbing, electrical, things like that, your lighting, changing filters. Yeah.
So when you talk about going into either industrial or commercial, what are some of the maybe fields or industries that people might end up in? What might be the, end day-to-day process of someone who goes through the maintenance technology program?
So with this class, I feel that I tell a lot of people that if they take this class, you may not know anything about electrical or plumbing, but in this class, we cover a little bit of everything that has to do with maintenance. You may be interested in plumbing by taking this class. We also offer a plumbing class that you could enroll in. You could be interested in electrical and decide you want to take our electrical program. Job opportunities in the maintenance, it's very wide. I mean, you could work at a factory, you could work at a hospital, an apartment complex, a housing authorities. You could go around and fix up rental houses. It's just, I feel that it's a very good trade to know. You can use it at home too. It's very good. It could save you money by not having to hire a contractor because you learned how to do it yourself. I guarantee you, one day you're going to own a home and you will be doing this stuff. I guarantee you. And it's better to know it than pay an electrician $80 an hour to come in and put an outlet in or something. I kind of look at it that way too.
We've talked now about, kind of the wide breadth of knowledge that you guys cover in this class, and that you kind of touch on a lot of the different areas of the trade. So what makes this program in specific special for someone, and why would you recommend maybe this program over, going specifically into construction or specifically into plumbing or something like that?
I think this is a great first stepping stone to get into maintenance field. One of the pluses about these classes out here are that they're smaller classes. There's more one-on-one learning. In the maintenance class where we go over so many different things that it could open the door or spark a person's interest in another field, whether it be plumbing or electrical or construction, HVAC, anything like that.
For students interested in enrolling in the program, is there any requirements that they need to fulfill before they can take the classes?
No, in the maintenance field, the only thing you need to do is you have to be 18 to do an internship. So in the second semester of the maintenance program, you're required to do an internship. So you do have to be 18 at most of the industries here in town to do that.
So then looking ahead for the maintenance technology program, what does the future of this program look like for you guys?
I think the future looks strong for the maintenance program. There's a very strong demand for maintenance technicians everywhere. We're always being asked by industries here in town for maintenance technicians. Very strong field to get into.
But anyway, Mark, I think that's all the questions I had for you today. You get the special obligation of doing 2 programs in 1 episode, but they're along the same lines, so I think it kind of made sense to talk about them at the same time. But thanks again for joining us to talk about your programs.
Thanks a a lot. I appreciate it. If anyone's interested in taking any of these courses we've talked about today, reach out to me, Mark Donaldson, out here at the Mitchell Career and Tech Center. Thank you.
Have you considered a career in the medical field? Find your future today at Neosho County Community College. Become an expert in diagnostic imaging with our Diagnostic Medical Sonography program, or help improve the quality of life for patients with mental, physical, or emotional impairments through the Occupational Therapy Assistant program. Develop a passion for food service management through our Dietary Manager program, or train to take an integral role in the surgical team through our Surgical Technology program. Whatever you're interested in, Neosho County Community College offers a wide variety of allied health programs, including health information technology, medical assistant, phlebotomy, healthcare coding, and more. Neosho County Community College has campuses in Chanute and Ottawa, with many classes offered online or in the evening. Visit neosho.edu/programs to learn more and find your healthcare career today. Show knows healthcare, show knows success. Next up on today's episode, I am joined by Colton Phillips, a welding and aircraft sheet metal assembly student from Neosho, Kansas. Colton, how's it going today?
Pretty good.
So Colton, like I said, you're in the aircraft sheet metal assembly program, which we're spotlighting today, but you're also in the welding program. So kind of just tell us a little bit about why you decided to enroll in the career and technical education programs here at Neosho County.
Well, because it more is going to help me out later in life, and if I want to do, there's two different things I'm doing for welding and aerostructure, so I'd be able to do anything for welding later on with any kind of job with that, and aerostructure more as a backup. If anything happened later on with welding, I could always go into aerostructure.
Before you enrolled in classes here at the Tech Center, did you have any kind of expectations about what the classes might be like? And what are your thoughts on the classes now that you've been through a couple of years?
Yeah, I was pretty scared because it was college, and I've always got told that college was a whole different thing than high school, and I was kind of scared to go into it. But I kind of just want to try it out because everybody says how bad it was. But none of my family went to college, so I kind of wanted to get into it and experience it for myself, and I like it so far.
You mentioned that you're kind of using both of these certifications as a way to really further your skill set and open up some career opportunities for you after you graduate here from Neosho. Can you tell us a little bit about maybe what field you might want to work in or some jobs that you've had your eye on?
What field I really want to work in is I'm leaning more towards welding, like industrial welding, not more of a pipeline. I don't really want to go on the road yet, but I'm still looking forward into that. Haven't figured out exactly what I want to do. That's kind of why I'm doing two things. And if I go into aerostructure, I'm more looking into riveting for that and not the processing, more looking for assembly.
This year in the aircraft sheet metal assembly program, what has maybe been some of your favorite moments or lessons that you've learned throughout the program, or maybe a skill that you picked up along the way?
I've learned more of towards patience instead of going fast. You have to take your time to get everything perfect, because if it's not perfect, you have to restart. You have to lean more towards going slow instead of at your own pace. You have to be taught how fast you can go and what you can and can't do with parts.
I know that we're now getting towards the end of the semester here and towards the end of the program for you, but is there anything else in the world of aircraft sheet metal assembly that you're maybe excited to learn, or maybe a skill that you haven't yet learned?
Yeah, I want to learn more of how aircrafts manipulate with everything, how they are flying. That's kind of why I wanted to take this class, to learn about them, because I'm kind of scared of them, so I kind of want to learn about them so I'm not as much scared of them. I want to more learn each part of the airplane so I can have a better understanding of why we do it and how we do it.
Well, just the last thing for you here. Based on your experiences, in total here at the Mitchell Center, but especially in your aircraft sheet metal assembly classes, would you recommend the program to some of your peers or friends? And if so, what about the program would make you want to recommend it?
Yes, I would definitely want to recommend this program. I would definitely recommend any of this. There's all sorts of different opportunities to make your life a whole lot better and make your plan change for life and make you a better person. It definitely changes your look of life and how you perspect and what you expect out of life. It doesn't go your way all the time. You have to kind of, change as a person, change to different aspects of things, what you're doing. But yes, I would definitely recommend coming here.
Well, Colton, I think that's all the questions I had for you today, so I want to thank you again for stepping in and giving us a nice student point of view on the aircraft sheet metal assembly program.
And you're welcome, and thank you for having me.
That concludes this week's episode of the Continued Spotlight on Education presented by Neosho County Community College. My name is Huntyr Schwegman, and I'd like to thank you all again for tuning in today. Don't forget to come back next week as we highlight another amazing aspect of Neosho County Community College, and visit neosho.edu for more information and to enroll at NCCC. Go Show!